morning, girls. I'm Miss Shelley, and this is my friend,
Miss Katie.
And today is April 6th, 2020. And we have been missing kindergarten centers so much that we have made a few special centers for you to keep your big kid brain growing, and so that when it comes time for first grade, you'll be ready to go. So Miss Katie is going to talk to you about a few of the centers that we've set up for you. Miss Katie?
There's a couple of activities that we thought would be fun for you today. So we're going to talk a little bit about place value, telling the difference between tens and ones and how to put a number together like that or break it apart if we need to. We're also going to talk about measurement and different tools you could use to measure different things. We're going to talk about your sight words, words that we've done over 2 weeks ago and words that we're doing this week, because your sight words are going to help you become better readers for that first grade class next year. We also are going to find the missing sound in some words. So you've got to figure out, is it the middle sound, the beginning sound, or the ending sound in the word that's missing? And we're also going to do some really great sentence work. Stay tuned to some fun activities that you can practice at home too.
Stay tuned. All right, guys. Now, we are going to talk about tens and ones. Miss Katie, can you dump out our calendar so we'll know what number we're working with?
Yes, ma'am. All right. So we have a lot of counters here. Let's put them in a line so that we can make counting a little bit easier. Doesn't matter if it's red or yellow, just in a straight line. And let's start counting by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We have 18 counters all together. Miss Shelley, do you know how to write the number 18?
I believe so. Since it's a number in the teens, we know that the first digit is a 1. And since our number is 18, our second digit in the ones place will be 8.
Very good. So we put that in the number square. All right. When I was counting, I noticed that when I got to the number 10, I kind of made a little group over to the side. Do you know why I would do that? That's right, so that we can put them into a rod or into a group of tens that's always connected. Do you remember what a rod looks like? Miss Shelley, do you have a rod they can see?
I do.
Oh.
Notice that they are all connected. So that's how we know that it is a set of or a group of 10.
And we had one group of 10, so we have one rod.
And then when we're talking about ones, we have a ones cube, and you count those by 1.
So if we have a group of tens, we count that with a rod, and we put it in the tens column. And if we have not enough to quite make a 10, maybe some leftovers, we call those the ones, and we use units to count those, or little squares. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in this set. That's not enough to make a 10 rod, so we need to count it with some units. Do you have some units we could count, Miss Shelley?
I do.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh.
8 ones cubes.
8 ones cubes. So if we have one group of tens and 8 leftover ones, but we put that number together, let's count them by using our tens and then counting on by ones.
Remember just to click your brain over. All right, so if I have one 10 rod, I can automatically start counting by what?
Tens.
Tens. All right, so I have one set of 10s, so I say this is 10. Then I click my brain over to count by ones. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
And if you look at the number Miss Shelley wrote, she has 1 10 and 8 ones, and that makes the number 18.
All right, let's try it one more time before we move to our next center.
All right, I'll change our number out.
Ready? All right, let's make our straight line. All right. So remember, as we're counting by ones, when I make a group of 10 or when I get to a 10, I can section that off to help me count. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. All right, so on this one, we have a little bit higher number. Let's see if we can write a 26.
And in my big kid brain, I know that when I hear 20, that is a 2. And then I say the number 6, so that's going to go in my ones place to create the number 26.
26. All right. So when I was counting my groups of 10, did you see how many 10s I had? This is a group of 10, and this is a group of 10. So how many rods do I need to put in my 10s column?
10, 20, 1, 2, just like the 2 and the 20.
2 groups of 10s. All right, we had some leftover ones that weren't quite enough to make a 10. Do you remember how many there were? If you look at Miss Shelley's number, I bet you can remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that didn't quite make a 10. So let's see if we've got 6 units to go in the one spot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we can count them all together. We have 2 sets of 10, so this would be 10, 20, and then click that brain over and count by ones. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
Very good.
You've done an awesome job, boys and girls, and you've mastered this place value center. Now we're going to move on over to a different center. Hey guys, now we're at center 2, and we are going to talk about measurement.
All right, so this week in your story, you talked about chrysanthemum, and Miss Melissa read that story to you. It's on our YouTube channel in kindergarten. If you haven't checked it out, be sure to go check it out because it's a great story and it goes with our reading worksheets. And if you notice in chrysanthemum's name, she has a lot of letters in her name. Let's count the letters in her name. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's a lot of letters in her name. So Miss Shelley and I have looked at our names, and Miss Shelley's got her name written down and Miss Katie's got her name written down. Now, how many letters does your name have, Miss Shelley?
Well, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And Miss Katie has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you wanted to see which one of us had the longer name, is there a way we could do that?
We could match the letters 1 to 1. Are you ready?
This. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh, it looks like Miss Shelley has 2 more letters. So you can tell her name is longer just by holding it up like this. We could also count it out with some rocks if we needed to. There's lots of ways to measure things. So when we are measuring length, we might use something like, would we use cups like this? No, Miss Shelley doesn't want to put her name in here to see which one fits in a cup. This measures capacity. Wants to know which one has more, which one has less. All right. Another thing you can use to measure is a ruler. And a ruler can be big like this one or small like the one Miss Shelley just got. So you can measure how tall something is or how wide something is using a ruler, okay? Another way to measure is by measuring weight. And we have the scale here. So if Miss Shelley counts out 7 for her name, and I count out 5 for my name, which one do you think is going to be heavier? Heavier means it goes down, lighter means it goes up. Which one do you think? Miss Shelley's name or Miss Katie's name? Let's see. All right, I'll put my 5 in and you put your 7 in.
Ready?
We'll see.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7. I had to count on 2 more because remember my E and my Y.
Are extra letters
Extra
than Miss
letters.
Katie's name. She's got a longer name. So look, her name carries more weight. It has a lot more letters in it than Miss Katie's name. So Miss Katie's went up to be light, and Miss Shelley's went down to be heavy because she has more letters in her name than me. We would say Miss Katie's is lighter, Miss Shelley's is heavier. Or Miss Shelley has more and Miss Katie has less. Another thing we could measure is this can of Play-Doh. Would we measure it with a ruler? Well, we could. We could see how tall the can is. Could we measure it in a scale? We could see would that make Miss Katie's name heavier? It would. And it makes, you can put Play-Doh or something inside of one thing and see if you can find something that makes it equal so that it would balance, or something that would be the same weight or less weight. And we also have this cup. Now, would I use a ruler to measure how tall the cup is? I could, but if I wanted to see how much a cup would hold, I might use capacity. I might use some cups like this. If your mom says she needs 1 cup of sugar, she means a cup like this, or how many cups of this. She doesn't mean how many inches of sugar she needs.
So you would pick out which you would like to measure it by, and you would fill it with a liquid because this is for measuring liquid, and you would just fill it up. This is 1 cup, and I would pour it in.
And it's not quite full, so we could probably put some more in there.
That's right, and you would just keep going, and ever how many of cups were full that you could put in, that would, like, say this could hold 3 cups. You would say that this cup was
3
3 cups.
For capacity. So measurement is something that we were just getting ready to talk about, boys and girls, before we had to go into our distance learning. And measurement is a really great way for you to practice at home. Get in the kitchen with your mom or your dad. See if they've got some measuring cups. See if you've got a ruler. See who's taller, you or your brother or your sister. See who has the longer foot by measuring the length or the height of someone. And you can also, if you have a scale at home, you can weigh different things and try to balance it. So these are some fun ways you could practice measurement at your house.
All right, let's move on to center 3. All right, guys, here at center 3, we're going to talk about sight words. And real quick, we're just going to go over them, and we're going to play a little game that my boys and girls know all about, and it's say the word, spell the word, say the word again. All right, so here we go. Ready? Say the word. Ran. Spell the word. R-A-N. Now say the word again. Ran. And what this does is it helps you lock that word into your big kid brains so that when you're reading, when you come across the word, you'll always know what it is. All right. Word 1. Ran. R-A-N. Ran. Pretty. P-R-E-T-T-Y. Pretty. Please. P-L-E-A-S-E. Please. There. T-H-E-R-E. There. Saw. S-A-W. Saw. Ride. R-I-D-E. Ride. Sew. S-O-W. O spells so. Soon. S-O-O-N spells soon.
We will see you soon.
That. T-H-A-T spells that. Two. T-O-O spells two. They. T-H-E-Y spells they. And last. Say. S-A-Y spells say. Y'all are so good at that. Okay, guys. Now, we are going to move on to a CVC missing sound activity. So listen very, very carefully.
When you're in Miss Katie's room, we have these little things called snakes, sounding out snakes. And so we're going to say a word and we're going to sound out each section and see if we can figure out the missing letter. Okay? So if I was to say the word dog, but I wanted to find the middle sound. Let's see if we can sound it out. D, A, G. And if you tried to figure out, you have your D sound. The missing sound is the A sound, and the last sound is G. Can you figure out the missing sound for D, A, G?
Dog.
Yep, it's the letter O right there in the middle. Miss Shelley's doing it on her elbow. Miss Katie sometimes does it on her face too. But we're not supposed to be touching our faces right now. All right, let's try another word. Let's do the beginning sound for run. R, N. R, N. What's the first sound you hear in un? Letter R. Very good. All right, this is another visual. Let's look and see if we can figure out the ending sound for tub. T, B, T, B. What is the missing last sound you hear? T, B, B, B. Tub. What's the last sound you hear? Letter B. Very good. Let's do one more. Mop. Op. Did I say what sound we were missing?
No.
Oh, Miss Shelley, which sound do we want to miss?
Oh, let's do the beginning sound.
Oh, the beginning sound. Op. What sound do you hear at the beginning of mop? Letter M. Very good. So when you're trying to just make those sounds, remember not to say the letter. M doesn't say op. We say op. So you're going to listen for the sound. Don't get tricked by naming that letter instead of the sound you hear. When we ask for the sound, tell us the sound. When we ask for what letter goes there, be sure to tell us what letter. This is a fun way for you to put your eyes on the sound, or you can use your elbows or your arm, or you can use your face. Just be sure you washed your hands really good.
All right, guys, let's move on to our last center of the day, and we are going to talk about sentences. All right, guys, so here is the sentence center, and we're going to work with the 3 sight words for this week: so, soon, and that. Now, Miss Shelley has gone ahead and wrote some sentences with Miss Katie's help, and they're all mixed up, just like in our first video. This is great practice. All right, so just like before, I'm going to read you the words. You're going to close your eyes. You're going to think about the words that I say, and then you are going to think in your big kid brain, put them in the right order so that it makes sense. All right, so here we go. Our first sentence has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words. 5 words. And so close your eyes, and I'm going to read them to you. You, we, much, miss, and so. All right, close your eyes. Think about those 5 words. You, me, we, much, miss, and so. All right, think about it in your brain. How can I put those words in order to make sense? Now, I'm going to give you some clues, okay? My word that has an uppercase letter, we know that all sentences start with an uppercase letter. And so my word that has the uppercase letter is we. So in your big kid brain, think, okay, we needs to go first. Yes. All right. And then at the end of a sentence, we always have punctuation, a period, an exclamation mark, or a question mark. And my word that would go last, because I see exclamation mark after it, is the word much. So let's think about those words again. We know that much is at the end. We know that we is at the beginning. So we have to figure out where we put the word you, where we put the word miss, and where we put the sight word so. So here we go. We, you, miss so much. All right, you ready? We, tell me what word comes next that would make sense. What are we doing? We miss. We miss. We know who, and we kind of know what's going on with the word miss. We miss. That's right. You so much. Now, do we have all of the words for our sentence? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5 words are here. Now let's read it through again to see if it makes sense. We miss you so much. We have an uppercase letter at the beginning. We've given a complete thought, and we ended it to let everyone know that we're finished with a punctuation mark, which in this case is the exclamation mark because we want it to be exciting. We miss you so much. Good job, y'all. Give yourself a little silent celebration for that. That was awesome. All right, our next sight word is soon. So close your eyes. I'm going to read the words for this sentence. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words again. So close your eyes. Here come the words. Come, we can back soon. You ready? Okay, come, we can back soon. When I say those 5 words in that order, it makes no sense at all. But I'm going to help you out. My uppercase letter that becomes at the beginning of the sentence is on the word can. So I know that's the first word of my sentence. The word that has punctuation at the end is the word soon, the sight word. So I'll put it at the end, and that'll help you out just a little bit. So let's think this over. I've got 3 words left. I have can, and I have soon, and then the 3 words in the middle, we, come, and back. So let's figure out. So close your eyes and let's think about this. I have can what? Who are we talking to? Can we come? Good job, y'all. And what's next? Can we come back soon? Does it make sense? Yes. Guys, y'all are so good at this. You're so smart. Let's read all 5 words together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all there. So now let's read them. Can we come back soon? Now, we have all of our words. It makes a complete thought because I know exactly what this person is asking of me. It starts with an uppercase letter. It ends with a punctuation mark. Well, this is a question. Can we come back soon? So if someone walked up to you and said, can we come back soon? You could give that person an answer. I hope we get to come back soon, don't you? All right, and our last sentence only has 4 words. And I know the whole time we were doing this, you were thinking this sentence. All right, so it has to do with the word that. So close your eyes. I'm going to read the words. Fun was lesson that. So fun was lesson that. Are you ready? Well, the sight word that has my uppercase letter. See the uppercase T? All sentences start with what? Yes, an uppercase letter. So we're going to put this here. that. So the first word of our sentence is that because it has the uppercase T. Now, at the end of a sentence, we know that we always have what? That's it, punctuation. So we're going to put this down here. Now, all together, we had 4 words. Here's the first word. Here's the last word. We have 2 words to place before our thought is complete and makes sense. So, we have that. What are we doing? We have the word, we have the word that, and the last word is fun. Our words in the 2 words we have left in the middle are was and lesson. So let's see. That what? That lesson was fun. I know you've all been thinking that this whole time. All right, so let's read all this sentence together. That lesson was fun. It starts with an uppercase letter. It ends with punctuation. If I said this to you, if I came up to you and I said, that lesson was fun, you'd know exactly what I was talking about. So our thought is complete. Hey guys! We hope that this video has made your big kid brain one day smarter. Remember that we love you and
keep practicing those skills so you can get ready for first grade. And we will see you very soon.
Bye!